Hello, Sudoku friends. Welcome to yet another El País expert puzzle. I don't know which day this is from, but it's sometime here in November. I have screen scraped a few puzzles from the website, so I have something to show you when I'm traveling. I'm not traveling at the moment, but it's Saturday and I just did a good deed today. I deleted my Instagram Messenger and my Facebook accounts. So I feel pretty good about myself. And I thought, why not spend some time doing a Sudoku puzzle? So what do we have here? We certainly do have a couple of fives blocking down and a 5 blocking across. So here is a 5. And what about the ones? We have 1 blocking across here and down here, so I must go here. Now, these 2 ones block these 3 squares, and this 1 blocks here. So here's a 1. We have a couple of 7s blocking down, so a 7 must go here. An 8 must go here or here because this 8 blocks these 2 squares. And an 8 is going to go in one of these 2 squares. Therefore, an 8 can't go here either. We know that this 2 blocks across here, so a 2 must go here. And since this 4 blocks here, we know that this must be a 4, and this 4 must be an 8. We must have a 6 in this square because this 6 blocks these squares, this 6 blocks this square, and this 6 blocks this square. So here's a 6. We have a couple of 6s blocking here, therefore a 6 must go here. This 6 now blocks across like so, and this 6 blocks up, so a 6 is going in this square here. Now we have these 2 6s blocking across, and we have a 6 blocking down and 1 6 blocking up, so a 6 goes here. We need a 2, 3, and a 9 for these 3 squares. There's a 2 and a 9 blocking here, so here's a 3. Now we have a 3 and a 4 and a 3 and a 4 blocking up like so. So 3 and 4 go in 2 of these 3 squares, and we know what the third number is because these must be a 2 and a 9. So a 3, 4, and a 5 here. That's a little murky. I'm not quite sure where to put those. But 3, 4, 5 here, and a 9 and a 2 here. 8 and 6 here, and that's easier because we do have a 6 blocking here. So here's an 8, here is a 6. We have an 8 blocking across here now and up here. So it's clear that one of these must be an 8 blocking down. We have an 8 blocking up. One of these is an 8. But that's as close I can come with the 8s for the time being, I think. We know that 1 must go here or here because these 1s all block these squares here. So 1 here or here. And that gives us a 1 for one of these 2 squares here. Here's a little detail to ponder. We have a 3 and a 4 here. We need to find a 3 and a 4 for 2 of these 3 squares, right? We have a 3 and a 4 blocking here. So we know now that these 2 squares must be a 3 and a 4 remote pair. Therefore, these 4 squares cannot be 3 and they cannot be 4. They must be a 1, 2, 7, and a 9. So 3 and a 4 here and 3 and a 4 here. And since this therefore can't be a 1, and none of these can be a 1, we have a 1 in one of these squares here, blocking across. This 1 blocks across. These 2 1s block up. So here is a 1. I hope that my earphones are filtering out the karaoke from the street. This is, after all, Vietnam, and, well, singing is part of life here. About the 1s that we just discussed, 1 goes in one of these 3 squares. We also know that a while ago we found out that one of these must be a 1. Remember why? Because one of these is a 1 and one of these is a 1. We still need a 1 for column 7. This one now blocks a 1 here, so here's a 1. Do you remember the value of the candidates in this square? And this square, they are 2 and 9. Now let's look at this square here. It also must be a 2 or a 9 because it can't be 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. So we got 2 and 9 here, 2 and a 9 here. We have 3 and a 4 here, 3 and a 4 here. So guess what? Here comes a 7. The 7 blocks down, the 7 blocks down, the 7 blocks over. Here is a 7. This 2 now blocks here and here, therefore a 2 must go here. And here we are looking now for an 8 and a 3. Therefore, these must be a 9, 7, and a 4. 7 and 4 blocks over, so here's a 9. Here now a 7 and a 4. 9 blocks over, one of these is a 9. We know what the other is because these two have got to be a 5 and a 3 now. We can do them first, the 3 blocks down, giving us a 5 here and a 3 here. So a 1 and a 9 here now. And therefore, a 7 and a 4 here. I think we can do something about this 7 and a 4, but we have to start in block 1. We'll look at these two 7s blocking across and this 7 blocking up, so a 7 goes here. Therefore, this must be a 4, and this must be a 7. Now we have a 4 blocking up and over. Here's a 4. And we have these two 4s blocking up, and this 4 blocking across. Here is a 4. And remember how this had to be a 3 or a 4? Now we know that it must be a 3 because we found the 4. We still have the 2, 9 here, and the 2, 9 here, and the 2, 9 here. And of course, the 4 and the 5. 4 blocks over, here's a 5, here's a 4. We should have one more 4 in the grid, shouldn't we? Yes, we should, because we have a couple of 4s blocking across here and up and down. The last 4 for today goes here. Here a 3, 8, and here a 3, 8. Here a 3, 8, not a 3, 8 here, but I'll try not to use a unique rectangle today. We need to find a 2, 5, and a 9 for these 3 squares. There's a 2 and a 5 blocking here, so the 9 goes here. Now a 2, 5, and a 2, 5. And this square, of course, must be a 3. 2, 5, 8, and a 9 across here. We know this is a 2, 9, so 5 and 8. Can we do anything? Yes, we know that a 5 must go here or here. What about the 8? The 8 can go here or here, unfortunately. So I'll have to find another angle of attack. So let's look at the 5s for a moment. The 5 blocks across here. This 5 blocks up here, so 5 goes here. Now we know that this is a 2, therefore this can't be a 2. It must be a 9, and the 9 goes here, and the 2 goes here. Now we have 2s blocking up like so, and blocking across like so. So here's a 2. An 8 now, and a 5 here. The 5 blocks over, giving me an 8 here and a 5 here. Here we're going to have now an 8. That gives me an 8 here and a 3 here. Which blocks up? This 3 blocks over, 3 goes here, and therefore a 3 must go here. This last position must be a 9, and that gives me a 9 here, and here we have an 8. Which blocks across? This 8 blocks down, 8 goes here. We need a 1 for this square because a 1 blocks here, and therefore we have a 1 here and a 9 here. This must be a 2, giving me a 2 here and a 9 here. I hope that you agree that these Experto puzzles from El País are quite often worth a visit. They are not overly difficult, even though they are labeled expert, but they're really nice and I enjoy solving them. I hope you like them as well and that you'll come back for more soon. Thank you for watching and bye for now.